It can be done fast. We choose not to do it fast in the 21st century because we all want to go home with all our parts still attached. Because this is still a very dangerous thing. First thing you would do in the 18th century is make sure you're starting with an empty gun. Because if you have some kind of blockage in there, the powder isn't going to get back to the vent hole, and neither is the round going to seat well. So the first tool that's used is called a wad hook or worm. Commonly called a worm because of what's on the front end of it. Command for this is search the piece. Now she goes in there to make sure there's nothing in that gun to block. Nobody's going to tell her to hurry up. Nobody tells anybody to hurry up on this crew, okay? Because we want to be safe. The next thing you had to do is make sure there's no fire in the gun. Because if you have fire in a gun and you put black powder in there, somebody's going to go home called Lefty. So we don't want that. So Michael's going to go in with the sponge. Advance the sponge. Tend the vent. Now the vent is tended in the back. So that when Michael pulls the sponge out, he gets that bomb. That means a vacuum was created. And he's safe. If he doesn't hear that, he's allowed to take that sponge and smack that guy right in the head. Okay? Because it's his arm that's going to get lost. Advanced cartridge. Now, most of you know that they did not have tin foil in the 18th century. But it is the safest thing to keep your black powder in. Ram! Now, what Michael's trying to do is to get that thing to go down and get his body out of the way at the same time. So it's a tricky little maneuver. Now we have the cartridge to the back of the gun. In order to get that cartridge to go off, we have to pierce the tin foil. To do that, the gunner is going to use a pick made out of brass. We do not want spark yet. Prime! Then he's going to stick a fuse in. In the 18th century, they made them out of all sorts of things. Tin tubes, feathers, reeds. Today we use a 21st century bar straw. It works the best. Once we've done that, there are only two commands left. The first command is going to be make ready, at which point I would recommend you put your hands over your ears, okay, and open your mouth so that you have everything equalized. Do not do this. You missed the whole thing. Make ready! Hit! Fire!
Oh, shoot!
Secure!
I don't even think it's
You want to come back? The smoke you see out there, this is a good day to show it, has a tendency to lay on a land. About 20 minutes into any battle, you can't see a bloody thing. That's why the uniforms were so colorful. It was an attempt